So I'm Gavin Mendel-Gleason, Chief Technology Officer for TerminusDB, and I'm going to talk about the exciting subject of inventory management using knowledge graphs. So what is inventory management? It's the process of ordering, storing, and handling inventory. So every business that has to handle inventory wants to do this process better, and it can feel like it's a long way away from knowledge graphs, but it's something that fits quite well with sort of semantic technologies and knowledge graph technologies. So we did an experiment with this with an inventory knowledge graph in Ireland's one of Ireland's largest retailers, and we found it to be a very effective cost-saving system. So we were able to save between 10 and 20 million per year in inventory, and that's not to mention the other sort of beneficial side effects that come from having information about the entire process of inventory management. So what's involved in inventory management? Well, actually, there's a lot of data. The first problem we run into, of course, is managing data. When you're looking at data that's already in the field, you have to analyze it, figure out what's there in the first place, and then you can start to extract some of the knowledge from it. And knowledge graphs are a great way to actually add some of the semantics to the data that is already present. Because after you've done that archaeological task, it's nice to know what it was that you found, and you can then give that information to further generations of programmers. So a knowledge graph is the excellent way to go about this. Ontologies are excellent tools for helping us to categorize, add semantics to the data that's present, and to be able to tag it with meaningful information, comments, labels, etc. And there's oftentimes very complex taxonomies that are already present and embedded into systems like relational database management systems, which are not very good at representing taxonomies simply. And when you start having things like multiple inheritance, it can become extremely complex indeed. But with semantic technologies like OWL, it's quite possible to represent extremely complex ontologies about objects in the real world, and you can represent more about what you want to know about those objects. So it's really well calibrated to the sorts of problems that we want to address in an inventory management system. So we need to be getting the data from the knowledge graph, doing analytics on top of it, using it to do optimization. So TerminusDB is structured as a Git for data. So we have designed our database in order to deal with the sorts of problems that arise from doing machine learning tasks on the back of a knowledge graph.